Ramanujam Santo. 50% off deals right now. Link in description. Subscribe, hit the bell, and let's play. Namaste. I'm Ramanujam Santo. Welcome to a rapid GK and GS challenge. 20 unique, carefully researched brain-tickling questions. No repeats. You get 10 seconds to answer each. I'll show the timer. Play along, keep score, and comment how many you got right. Ready? Let's go. Question 1. Which civilization built Machu Picchu? And around which century was it constructed? The answer: the Inca civilization. Machu Picchu was built in the 15th century, around the 1450s. It's an Inca mountain city, built as a royal estate and religious site before Spanish arrival. Question 2. Which mountain range is the longest mountain chain above sea level? The answer: the Andes in South America. The Andes run along the western edge of South America for thousands of kilometers, the longest continuous range above sea level. Alright, here's a question for you. Why does ice float on liquid water? Think about it for a moment. Alright, time's up. The reason ice floats is because it is less dense than liquid water. You see, hydrogen bonds in ice create an open lattice structure that occupies more volume. This molecular structure of frozen water increases the spacing between molecules, which lowers its density. Fascinating, right? Now let's move on to our next intriguing question. Which planet in our solar system has the largest volcano? Take a moment to ponder that. Okay, time's up. The answer is Mars, home to Olympus Mons. Olympus Mons is a shield volcano that is far taller than any volcano found here on Earth. Quite an impressive feature of our cosmic neighbor, don't you think? Here's a thought-provoking question for you. If the sun suddenly vanished, roughly how long would Earth keep seeing its light and feel its gravity? Give it some thought. All right, time's up. The answer is about 8 minutes and 20 seconds. Light and changes in gravity travel at light speed. So, Earth would continue in its apparent normal orbit for the approximately 8.3 minutes it takes sunlight to reach us. Isn't that just mind-blowing? Alright, here's a fun one for you. You have 3 switches in this room and 3 bulbs in the next room, but you can't see them from here. You may enter the bulb room only once. So, how do you identify which switch controls which bulb? Take a moment to think about it. Okay, here's how you do it. First, turn switch A on for a few minutes, then turn it off. Next, turn switch B on and leave switch C off. Now, go into the bulb room just once. The bulb that's on is controlled by switch B. The bulb that's off but still warm is from switch A. And the bulb that's off and cold, that's switch C. Pretty clever, right? Alright, here's another one to test your brain power. Find the next number in this sequence. 2, 3, 5, 9, 17. What comes next? Take a few seconds to figure it out. Got an answer? The next number is 33. Let me explain. The differences between the numbers are +1, +2, +4, +8. These are all powers of 2. So the next difference should be +16, which means 17 plus 16 equals 33. Simple, but also a bit sneaky. Okay, here's a geography challenge for you. Which river carries the greatest volume or discharge of water on Earth? Think about it for a moment. The answer is the Amazon River. The Amazon contributes more fresh water to the oceans than any other river in the world. That's pretty amazing, isn't it? Alright, here's the next one. Which 2 countries share the longest international land border? Take a moment to think about it. The answer is Canada and the United States. Their border stretches across thousands of kilometers, connecting the Atlantic, Pacific, and even the Arctic regions. Okay, moving on. Name the metal that is liquid at standard room temperature. Got your guess ready? It's mercury. Mercury actually stays liquid at typical room temperatures, while gallium, for example, melts just above that. Now, here's a bit of history for you. Which Indian emperor converted to Buddhism and sent missionaries across Asia? The answer is Emperor Ashoka, also known as Ashoka the Great. After the Kalinga War, he promoted Buddhism and sent envoys all across Asia. Alright, here's the next one. What does HTTP stand for? Take a moment to think about it. The answer is Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Basically, it's the protocol used for transmitting web pages over the internet. Okay, moving on. Approximately what percentage of Earth's surface is covered by oceans? Give it a shot. The answer is about 71%. Oceans actually dominate Earth's surface area. That's roughly 7/10, which is kind of amazing when you think about it. Here comes the next question. Which country hosted the first modern Olympic Games in 1896? Any guesses? The answer is Greece. Athens. The revival of the Olympics was held in Athens in 1896, kicking off the modern era of the Games. Alright, here's your next question. Which human organ can regenerate significant tissue after partial removal? Take a few seconds to think about it. Well, the answer is the liver. It's pretty amazing actually. The liver has this unique ability to regrow lost tissue. So, after a partial hepatectomy, it often regenerates itself. Super cool, right? Okay, here's a fun riddle for you. A man walks into a bar, asks for water. The bartender pulls out a gun. The man says, "Thank you," and leaves. Why? Take a moment to ponder this one. The answer is, the man had hiccups, and the bartender startled him with the gun to cure them. It's a classic lateral thinking puzzle. Sometimes, the solution is way less obvious than you think. Moving on to the next question. Which art movement is Pablo Picasso credited with founding, along with a partner? Give it a thought. The answer is Cubism. Picasso, together with Georges Braque, developed this movement. They broke objects down into geometric forms, totally changing the way people thought about art. Pretty revolutionary, don't you think? Okay, so here's question 18. Which bird species can hover and fly backwards? Take a moment to think about it. The answer is the hummingbird. It's actually the only bird with a unique wing motion that lets it hover in place and even fly backwards. Pretty cool, right? Alright, moving on to question 19. What is the capital city of Australia? Give it your best shot. Time's up. The answer is Canberra. Canberra was specially selected as a planned capital, as a compromise between Sydney and Melbourne. Next up, question 20. Math time. What is the smallest positive integer greater than 1 that is both triangular and hexagonal? Think about those number patterns. The answer is 6. So, triangular numbers go 1, 3, 6, 10, and so on, while hexagonal numbers are 1, 6, 15, and so on. The first common entry greater than 1 is 6. So, how many did you get right? Go ahead and comment your score below, and let us know which question surprised you the most. If you loved this challenge, smash that like button, subscribe, and don't forget, Ramanujam Santo has a 50% offer at Universal Gadgets, live and netbaz.in. The links are below. See you in the next Brainbuster.